Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 5. I am going to give you a little bit of an overview of what we're going to be doing this week in terms of our lectures and discussions. So Monday in your discussion sections, you'll be talking about the reading I assigned for week 4, which is Cooper Wingert's article on Fugitive Slave Act and the kind of surprising results that he discovered in his analysis of just how many enslaved people were, recaptured and taken back into slavery and how many weren't, and the negotiations between the commissioners who were in charge of making that decision and their local communities. And then we'll pick up and talk a little bit more about that, the relationship between strong federal government and then these sometimes stronger connections between the sections, so the North and the South, on Thursday. On Tuesday in our lecture, the title is Enslaved People's Resistance. So we're going to be looking at all different sorts of resistance. So carrying through with the themes from the Kelly Carter Jackson reading, talking about Black abolitionists, but we're really looking at the resistance from folks who were fighting enslavement from inside the institution of slavery. And then on Thursday, February 8th, the title of the lecture is Nationalism and Sectionalism in Antebellum America. And a big portion of this is actually on Indian removal. So we're going to be looking at the Indian Removal Act of 1830 and what leads up to the passage of this act, the role of the federal government and their relationship with the states, especially in the Southeast, the role of the Supreme Court. It's all, it ties into this notion of like the federalism, so the relationship between the states and the federal government, and then looking at it, a few other things to bring in this discussion of sectionalism, this identity between the North and the South, and this rising identity of the West. So that's what we are doing on this week. Lots of stuff to cover. The reading for week 5 is a chapter from Rebecca Plant and Frances Clark's new book. It is a book called Of Age, and it's all about child soldiers in the Civil War. So the chapter is called Instructive Violence, Impressionable Minds, and the Cultivation of Courage in Boys. And it is really about the background of what it was like, or what kinds of literature, cultural contexts young children were exposed to in the context of this extremely violent conflict. So it's an interesting sort of addition to our understanding of the Civil War as not just a, military event, but also a cultural and social and political and economic and all of the things, the huge event. We are actually going to be talking about the Civil War in week 6, and Rebecca Plant, one of the authors of that book, is going to be joining us to talk about her research and to also give you a little plug to take her Civil War class, because she is also a professor at UCSD. All right, everybody. So also you have your iSearch paper plans due at the end of the week, February 11th, and hopefully you'll have some time to chat with your TAs about proposed questions, and they can answer any questions you have about that upcoming assignment, and I'm available to do that as well. All right, I will see you all this week, and I hope you have a really good week 5.